Hi, my name is Tameika. I'm a park ranger here at the National Mall and Memorial Parks. This month, we're celebrating the 100th anniversary of the Lincoln Memorial. Every year, millions of people walk these steps. But why do they come to visit the Lincoln Memorial?
Some come to view the monumental structure, its classical design serving as a beacon on the National Mall. Others come to view the engraved speeches, with murals painted by Jules Guerin. But for most, the iconic Lincoln statue is what draws them up the stairs into the chamber of the Lincoln Memorial. Though there are many significant elements within these chamber walls, the statue tells us the story of Lincoln, the man, and the president. Daniel Chester French sculpted the statue along with his associates, the Piccirilli brothers, beginning in 1914. French wanted to convey the physical and mental strength of the Civil War president. He studied Lincoln's life mask and hand casts made in 1860. If you look at the features of Lincoln's face, you will see the physical manifestations of a hard-fought war, his solemn expression showing the physical strain. Moving our eyes to the statue's hands, you will notice that one is clutched tightly while the other is relaxed and open. The clutched fist symbolizes Lincoln's will and determination to reunify this country and preserve the Union. His open hand represents his compassion and willingness to accept the Southern states back into the Union at the conclusion of the Civil War. The sculptor took great care in choosing how to portray the seated figure of Abraham Lincoln. Lincoln can be seen seated in a curule chair. In ancient Rome, a curule chair was reserved for their most honored dignitaries. This chair became a fitting addition to the Lincoln statue. Under his arms, you will see bundled sticks called fasces, commonly used as a symbol of authority in ancient Roman culture. Here we know them to display the strength of a nation bound together after a perilous war. The statue would not be complete without a visual representation of the nation Lincoln fought so hard to preserve. The American flag can be seen draped on the back of the chair behind President Lincoln. The art displayed within this memorial tells the story of our 16th president.
So the next time you're in the nation's capital, take a moment to visit the Lincoln Memorial and see the temple where the memory of Lincoln shall be enshrined forever.